Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today we are going to be talking about Ashford Hospitality Trust, going with the ticker AHT. So let's jump right into this one. I did cover a video on this one before, so you'll find my last video, which I did go through this one in depth, in the description below. Nonetheless, today I'm going to be giving you a bit of an update onto this one and what we can actually expect coming up forward. And a quick thing regarding this one is a little bit towards their earnings in general. So first off, they had a net loss attribution to the common stockholder of $91.6 million or $1.10 per share for the quarter. Now, the strategic financing coming in for the next few terms or so is including and mainly focused into loans in general. And give you a quick summary of some of the things that they've done. In the first quarter of 2020, reduced property level staffing by approximately 90%, suspended operations at 23 hotels with limited operating at remaining 93, suspended common dividend and capital expenditures, slashed monthly field expenses, cut executive compensation, and significant corporate expense cuts. So quarter 2 2020, they secured a forbearance agreement on $123 million on loans, suspended perpetual preferred dividends, and as well suspended perpetual preferred dividends and suspended principal and interest payments on nearly all property mortgages. Now, on quarter 3 2020, they secured forbearance agreement on $2.4 billion on loans. They also gave back 13 assets to lenders due to uneconomic terms. Quarter 3 2020 as well, they commenced preferred exchange offer to proactively address leverage and accrued dividends. Now, fourth quarter 2020 and first quarter 2021 secured forbearance agreements on $1.1 billion in loans, executed $172 million exchange, around 30% outstanding off preferred equity into common at discount at par, and fourth quarter to 2021 first quarter executed ongoing preferred exchange to reduce leverage and accrued dividends, and also ensured sustained or substantial liquidity via long-term capital agreement for up to $450 million. And if we go a little bit downwards, you're able to see some of that loan maturity. And you don't really get into much of that kind of massive amount until you go around to 2024 and 2025. By 2025 and 2024 combined, they have around $3 billion of loans to pay up. Now, their current market cap in general is around $363 million. So that is quite an intense amount in general. But we can take a quick look into some of their assets that they have occurred over this year. And so this 10Q filing shows you the current investments in hotel properties are around closer to $3.36 billion. Meanwhile, last year around the same time, it was around $3.4 billion. Now, the overall total assets is at $3.816 billion compared to $3.73 billion year over year. Now, in terms of total liabilities, they did have a bit of an increase there, but the total equity and deficits are close to one another. Right now, you have 341 million, almost 342, and a little bit at 283 million, almost 283.5 million year over year. That was last year. So you get to see a bit of an increase of around almost 60 million shares in deficit. Now, total revenues. Now, the first quarter 2021 is more impacted than quarter 1 2020. Nonetheless, the total revenue in general is almost 1/3 what it was back last year. Now, rooms decreased from 215 million to 97 million. Food and beverages took a massive hit from $48 million to only around short of $8 million. Now, the total net income / loss, it's basically coming in almost the same. So net income to the common stockholders is around 91 million compared to 95 million last year. So that's an improvement there, but net income or loss attributed to the company is a bit more at 103 million compared to 84 million. Nonetheless, a lot of people are taking a look at The total assets is seeing around $3.816 billion, taking a look into the market cap, and are saying, hold on, I think this might be a little bit overvalued to the assets they have. But they brush off on the amount of loans maturity in the next 5 years. Now, anyway, we can move on towards institutional buyers, and before we do so, if you'd like to see more contents like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's on the bottom right corner, and turn on notification button. If you would like to see as well more contents and talk a bit more, the free Discord channel is in the description below, and you can drop a like to this video as it does help my channel. Now, on the 17th, Brookfield Asset Management added 1.015 million shares just today. Now, also, SquarePoint Ops added 46,000 shares. Overall, it's a bit more bullish, and you get to see a lot of activity in the month of May than you're able to see back in April, for instance. There's a lot of activity nonetheless. So let's move on towards technical analysis now. But before a quick overview of the estimates. Currently high of 89.9% at $6, medium $3 at 5.1% down low, and the low is $3 at also negative 5.1%. 1 buy, 3 analysts, and now towards technical analysis. And so from the technical analysis standpoint of view, on the 1-day perspective, what we get to see here is that things might be a little bit mixed on in the moving average sectors. However, they are mainly bullish and bearish in that sense, but they're all clumped in together. That really indicates a strong move in either direction, and we see that that is a strong bullish move in this sense. Now, the ADX that usually gives you kind of momentum direction doesn't much reflect on the movement itself, and it's sitting at 1898. Above 20, it starts to signal in a bullish movement. The William percent R, which is similar to the RSI, is at negative 7.87, signaling in an overbought move. Now, the MACD was attempting a negative reversal sometime in the next week, or was unbound to, and that got rejected and is now pushing on towards a positive reversal. Now, momentum looks definitely bullish, and it's definitely interesting to take a look at this. Now, on the stochastic fast and stochastic slow, both are inclining a little bit upwards, indicating a very much of a bullish action and another leg up. Now, on the stochastic fast and stochastic slow, this one often trades between two Bollinger Bands, and keep in mind in those ones, it's a 343 currently, and the bottom is 162. So expect movements between these two. Now, when it comes in towards just the Fibonacci retracements, that just gives you a little bit of a certainty about significant supports and resistances that oftentimes algorithms use. So currently, the significant support level on the Fibonacci retracements is at 298. Below there, 127. Significant resistances above there, 404, 489, 574, 696, and 851. Keep in mind that that 298 level was a strong resistance and now is a support. Now, from a basic kind of point of view, from a price line action, we see here that the current significant strong support hold is at the 303 level. Below there, you're looking at 275. Below there, 257. Below there, 222. Moving on to 184. Going to 138. And from a resistance standpoint, what you're getting to see here that the significant resistance actually lies at 337. Above there, 381. Going upwards to 416, 430, and 466. Comes to the question to Ed, what do you think about this one? I believe that in the shorter term, this one will continue to see massive fluctuations, and it's very possible for it to see really nice jumps where you can easily trade it. Now, from another perspective is that their loan maturity is a little bit into 2024, 2025, at almost similar to the entire value of their entire assets. So longer term, I would love to see how they actually tackle that, but shorter term, you can definitely make a lot of money on this. What do you think about the sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below, share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you made it this far into the video, I do recommend that you go ahead and join our Discord server. There's a lot of amazing folks in here. We do a lot of discussions here into the trading floor throughout the day. A lot of people are in there, and we do ask questions. You can ask me any question you would like on there. We do post research and DDs, and we hold weekly chat sessions. And we also do have a lounge in there. So make sure to actually join that and join the fun there. Have a wonderful day and a good one.